The Pro Bowls tonight. Any disappointment on your end not being able to participate in the Pro Bowl?
That would incite. I'm disappointed that I'm in the Super Bowl. So no, I'm perfectly fine with being in the Super Bowl. Only thing I'm disappointed in is that they won't give us our gifts from the Pro Bowl, which is kind of dumb. The NFL is the only league that punishes the players who actually make the All-Star game by not giving them gifts. So.
What's the gift?
Well, it's supposed to be watches and some other stuff, but we don't get to get them, so really? I couldn't tell you now.
Did you ever think about underinflated footballs before this week, and are you even thinking about it now?
No, I've never thought about underinflated footballs. I mean, as a kid, you always kept a pump on you. So. But no, I've never thought about underinflated footballs. Didn't even know about the rule or anything like that. That's probably the last thing on my mind.
The perception of the Patriots is they get as close to the line as they can without trying to cross over?
I think the perception is the reality. I mean, it is what it is. You know, their resume speaks for itself. You talk about getting close to the line. It's that in a second. I mean, I don't really have a comment about that. But I mean, their past is what their past is. Their present is what their present is. And will they be punished? Probably not. You know, not as long as Robert Kraft and Roger Goodell are still taking pictures at their respective homes. You know, I think it was just at Kraft's house last week for the AFC Championship. You know, you talk about conflict of interest. But you know, as long as that happens, it won't affect them at all, and nothing will stop them.
What's your feelings about Brady and going against him? I know you played him once in the regular season, but now facing him in the Super Bowl, one of the all-time great quarterbacks.
Well, we just faced Aaron the week before, and we've faced great quarterbacks every year. We faced Peyton last year. So you have a great deal of respect for what they've been able to do in this game and the longevity in which they've been able to play with.
Sherman, is this kind of old hat for you guys being back here a year later?
I don't know if it's old hat. I wouldn't call it old hat. It's probably more old hat for them. A couple of their guys have been to a few of them, but you know, Super Bowl's never old hat.
Much is made about Gronkowski being the main target for the Patriots. What do you think about their other receivers, and how do you guys feel like you match up with them?
I think we match up fine. I think they're similar to our receivers in that they're kind of underrated. You know, they don't get a lot of the spotlight, but they do a great job. Julian Edelman has had a fantastic year. They do great with what they're asked to do, just like our offense. You know, they're not always asked to have huge games and have huge effects on the game, but they block hard, they run their routes precisely, and when they're asked to make big plays, they make them.